You want to tell me what happened? You gonna talk? Come on, let's go sit over here. You were not free to go, sir. You were not free to go.
The other girl, she was punching her as well. Tell me a little bit more about what happened, okay?
I was in the elevator. I live on floor 5, and I was going down the elevator because I was going to go back out after changing.
There's
and
he was in custody. Stand by.
He was in the elevator with his friend, and I go I have the same body as you, trying to be nice because why not say that to someone? And then he grabbed onto the back of me and my shirt and kept pulling me back. He's like, "No, you're coming to floor 3 with me. You're coming to floor 3 with me."
Okay.
And then I was like, "Get off of me! Get off of me! Please get off of me!" And then he punched me in the face like I live.
I see.
Who does that to someone?
I completely agree.
Okay. Yeah. Stay tight. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Mom, behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up when we go inside. All right. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna stay here now. We're gonna stay here then. All right, but hey, whenever you're ready to listen, we're gonna stand up, we're gonna go sit down, and we're gonna talk.
Now is the time for controversy. Every race and every culture of the planet does not permit their women to be with men who are not of the same culture or race, except for the whites. We are suckers. And what does the statistics say? That these marriages and these relationships often collapse, and they collapse in brutality, in violence, with single mothers. And it is the job of the European man to pick up the pieces. And because she's been treated like shit, she then turns and blames us for the actions of the brown skins and of the black folks. So let's do a little policy, shall we? Anyone who has not reached the level of a 10-year relationship or more, their marriages and their relationships should be nullified under the law. No more of our women being allowed to marry non-European or non-Christian men. Second, in the United States, it may be black folks that are causing the most problems. In Europe, it's a little bit different, especially in the United Kingdom. Most of the robberies are done by gypsies, and the figures show this. Most of the problems we have in our society with sexual violence is done by Pakistani Muslims, with a large proportion also from Iraq. But mainly Pakistanis. As we know, there's been a grooming gang scandal, and it's not grooming when you're actually acting out and destroying girls' lives. 1 million, maybe even more, have been victimized, and it's been covered up because the filthy liberal elite is scared to be called racist. The police are scared to be called racist. I am not. You can call me a racist, but you cannot call me a liar. And I don't care if the truth hurts your feelings. If that's the case, your feelings don't matter. Your feelings are of the bin. They are trash. Your sensitivities do not matter. What matters is simple. That our people, our women especially, and our children can live safely without worry of being accosted by peoples, mugged by peoples, raped by peoples. Does that mean white folks don't rape? Of course they do. In a white country, you would expect the majority of rapists, the majority of criminals to be white. But when that doesn't come to pass, then you have to admit something has gone very, very wrong. And the first people to blame is the filthy white liberal elites, these traitors, these upper middle class scoundrels, facilitating human trafficking, facilitating the destruction of our nation by our bunch of colonialists. In the United States, it may be black folks. In our country, it happens to be people of the Islamic faith. The same as it is in Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Spain, Portugal. These scoundrels need to be dealt with. And anyone who wants to stand up for them, well, why don't you go and live with them in their countries for a little while? Anybody who breaks the law in our country and is in prison, deport them. You enter our country illegally, to quote Barack Obama in the United States, the moment you come to our country without papers and you enter our country without permission, you have broken the law and you should be rounded up and deported immediately. There was a reason why they called him the deporter-in-chief. He deported over 15 million illegals. Donald Trump hasn't even come close to that. But when he did it, yay, the black president is doing it right. And he did do it right. Then Donald Trump does it. Oh, the racist, Nazi, fascist is getting us ready for another Sieg Heil. You know what? You people are dumb. You got the memory of the goldfish. Your projects are not more important than the lives of human beings. How many more have to die crossing the channel to Britain? How many more? How many more who come into our country then have to come with drugs and weapons like they are from Albania? How much longer can we put up with this before we say enough is enough? We must round up everybody of that ideal and deport them all. If you support Islamic Sharia and the Caliphate and the idols of Muhammad more than you support our European and our Christian values, adios should be our only word to them. If you support terrorist organizations like Hamas, Islamic Jihad, the Muslim Brotherhood, adios, chachos, adios. I don't see why we are being so tolerant. Why are we being more tolerant of them than they are of their own people in their own countries? We are ignoring their political leaders that are saying, it's not the best and the bright that are coming to you, it's our criminal trash and our mentally ill people that are coming to you, and you need to stop it. Did you notice, for example, in 2012 and 2014, when the Caliphate was up and running in Syria and Iraq, and people like me went there to destroy it, there was an estimated in these two countries 40 to 45,000 Islamic terrorists. And of that, over half were from the UK and Belgium. What does the UK's domestic extremist, domestic terrorist list state? Official list. There are 46,000 people listed. Out of that, 40 to 41,000 are Muslims. You're telling me we have more Islamic extremists in the UK that have been recognised than they do in Iraq and Syria combined? Why should we tolerate this? Why? Now they're taking over our prison systems. Oh, really? Maybe they need to get a dose of Nayib Bukele. Maybe we need to say no more. If the prison guards are not willing to do the job or they're being attacked and they cannot do their job, send in the military with immunity to act. These pigs will learn to do as they're told. Khaloof, the pig, will be thrown out of the country. Or they will understand the words that are most infamous above a camp in Poland. Arbeit macht frei. Work sets you free. De-Islamify Britain and Europe. Anyone who kicks up a fuss, kick them out. No more tolerating the intolerable. No more, oh, but criminals have rights too. What, more rights than their victims? Did they give a damn about human rights when they was revoking the human rights of their victims? No, they didn't, so neither should I give a damn about their rights. You want me to forgive them? My name isn't Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I am not the living God. He, and He alone, can forgive their sins. I am here to make sure that they are locked up and cannot do their sins again. I'm sick of this. The people are sick of this. They're scared to talk because of the consequences of the law and society. You can call us racists, but you can never call us liars. And isn't that funny? There are not many people out there who have been able to call a racist a liar. But I can call every anti-racist a liar. That's quite easy because they lie through their teeth all the time. Unite and organize for action, because that's how we move forward, with men and movements of action. In times of great struggle and in times of great need, there have always been men who have been prepared to sacrifice their lives, come forth to bring about sense and rationality back in the conscience of mankind.